Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. The NA May monthly finals just happened yesterday. So I'm trying out this new kind of video idea where I go back and recap the tournament and kind of just go through my own analysis of how things went, kind of just inform people of what's going on. If you guys like this style of video, then I can go through like other monthly finals from different regions, other tournaments, that kind of thing. So be sure to let me know if you like this style of video. That being said, I'm going to go through some of the more interesting games and then kind of just talk over how each team is doing in the bracket while I go. I haven't really decided on a full format for this kind of thing yet, so if you guys have other ideas, I'm all ears. But yeah, let's hop right into it. By the way, some quick notes before we get started. The format of this tournament, quarterfinals are best of 3, semifinals and finals are best of 5. I'm also shockingly not the greatest player in the world. You know, I just kind of analyze this stuff as I go, so all the thoughts that I'm putting into these games are my own. Like, you can agree with me, disagree with me, you know. It's just my analysis of things and how I feel about how the games went. Also, for this one, it's very difficult for me to decide which games to show because every match of the quarterfinals was a 2-1 win, so they were all pretty eventful games. I'm just going to pick the best ones that I think were the most interesting and probably just show the last set from each of those games. All right, let's hop into it. All right, so the first match we're going to go over is actually the first match of the tournament was Stamina, which is Bobby OG and Czar against Blood Diamond NA, which is Cute Sans Chino, who was CR7, and now Patchy in his first monthly finals appearance since he just turned 16. So up until this point, Stamina won Knockout, I believe, and Blood Diamond won Bounty. So we're going to take a look at Safe Zone and kind of just see how things went. The bans from each team, you know, kind of standard. Brock, Eve, and Ruffs from Stamina, a bunch of really good brawlers on the map since Blood Diamond has first pick. Piper, Cole, 8-bit. Bobby, obviously really good on Piper, 8-bit. I mean, you've seen OG play 8-bit a lot, so, you know, pretty standard bans, banning Brock and Colt for the wall breaks. Blood Diamond gonna elect to take Lola for their first pick, which is a really underrated brawler. I think it's more picked at high level, but, you know, lower than high level, I think people just sleep on it. It can do a lot of damage with the gadget. It's hard to kill. Bobby and Czar are going to draft Colette and Belle. I'm not sure why they decided to go Belle over Byron. You'd think the Byron-Colette combo would be really annoying to deal with. But I guess they were kind of thinking that maybe Bell and B into that would be very difficult for them to get a move forward. So Bell is a really good answer to Lola as well. So I guess they weren't too afraid of giving Blood Diamond Byron. So they have the Byron and Lola combo to try to kind of push up forward. Patchy is going to draft B, which is more of a defensive brawler. So they're going to be trying to rely on Lola. I don't remember who plays which brawler, but they're going to try to rely on Lola to get her ego and move up the map, try to get a big push forward while Patchy can kind of defend the Colette. On Stamina side, OG going to take the Squeak. I think Czar ends up playing Squeak, but Stamina's comp definitely very defensive. Their only damage dealer is Colette, and Blood Diamond's only damage dealer really is Lola. So it's kind of going to be a battle of Colette and Lola trying to move up to the safe, seeing what they can do. Squeak and Bell, definitely really good defensive brawlers. Their gadgets can really just lock down a lane. So let's just skip forward into the first game here. So we have Chino, CR7, going to the left, going to be facing off against Czar. Czar's going to be playing it back quite a ways here. He wants to not charge up Lola's super very quickly, otherwise they're going to get a huge push going forward. So that's kind of the idea of the Squeak, is that he can just zone off Lola for a while. Patchy going to be trying to lane Bobby on the right side. The B into the Colette is kind of just, you want to play your range a bit. Try to keep Colette away from getting super. Bobby gonna, you know, hit a wall. It's fine, whatever, you know. But he got a quick super there, which isn't really a good sign for BD. But I mean, like, obviously it didn't do much. So, you know, both teams still pretty even here. OG dropping some of the nest eggs in the middle. I like to just call them bear traps, but I think the official name is nest egg. I don't remember. Patchy kind of tapping over on the right. Chino trying to move up the map still, but he's still, I don't even think he's maybe halfway to a super right now. Bobby going to get his first super on the safe, and that's just a quick 12%. He is going to go down, but they get a trade-off, so BD can't really move up the map here. It's very difficult for them to move up. They really need that Lola clone to, like, throw forward, gadget, and then have their whole team follow it. Chino is marked too, so it's kind of difficult for him to really get into an aggressive position. Sans and Patchy trying to take care of Bobby, but he is going to end up getting another super on the safe, and down to 76%, getting a bit scary for BD here because there was only 40 seconds left, and they haven't activated any of these bell traps in the middle, and it's kind of tough to get past them. You can see Patchy finally knocks one out. He's going to chase down OG and get a trade over there. So they're still trying to move up the map. I don't think Chino has gotten a super yet. I think he gets one sometime soon here, but I think Zar just played this so well on the other side. Like, they just locked down Chino, not letting Lola get any supers, not letting BD push forward really at all. So, yeah, really nice game from Stamina there. I mean, Chino finally gets a super, but too little, too late. So we're just going to hop right into the next one. All right, and hopping into the next one, BD going to end up switching Chino over to the right side to try to take on Bobby over here. I'm assuming that's just because it's way easier for Lola to try to chip at Bobby, because Bobby has to be going aggressive because he is their damage dealer. Like, he needs to be going forward to get his own super for damage. So Chino on that side, you can already see he's able to get a lot of hits, so definitely way closer to super than he was at this point in the last game. Sans over on the left against Squeak, definitely more way easier for Sans to shoot across that water than it is for Lola. He does have that range. And Patchy in the middle against Bell, that's just you know, a range versus range, see who can do what kind of deal. Sans able to get that trade, which is really good. If OG stays alive there, I think Stamina gets a huge push. Bobby tries to gadget up and probably pretty close to super. Otherwise, I don't think he would have went that aggro. So I'm assuming he wanted to gadget up, run in, and get us another super off. Pretty even game so far, 85 to 91 though. Chino finally gets a super out, and they're going to try to move up a little bit with it. But Zar does a really good job of using the Squeak gadget to kind of lock down that whole area, prevent them from moving forward at all. OG gets a really nice tag on Sans on the left side. And it's pretty much a stalemate here in the middle right now. Bobby trying to chip for his super. Chino trying to chip for his super. Bobby gonna, you know, I mean, you know. Sans able to hit a super on Zar, I think. I think he hit it. I'm not even sure. But again, still pretty even here. Only a 9% lead. Down to a 4% lead now. But Bobby able to get another super off. And that is going to be a lot of damage. A big push coming in from Stamina. 70 to 79 right now. And BD is having a lot of trouble moving forward. Chino not having super here is going to be very difficult. 2 nest eggs in the middle is going to really just lock down the push. Bobby getting more damage just to make sure they can secure this win. OG gonna spin a little bit, and that's going to be the end of the Stamina versus BD. Stamina going to advance into the next round. So after Stamina was able to take down Blood Diamond in the first round, Nando Lovers actually went on to, I would say, upset Obey Alliance, which is Raz, Alec, and RC, I believe, was playing. I think Jigsaw is their fourth, but Nando Lovers, Nando, Angel, Yu, and Ozen were able to actually take the 2-1 victory, so they face Stamina in the next round. Vatra Gaming wins a close match against Vanguard, and I'm going to show you the last set of the Tribe and Chazmat game. All right, so this match, Tribe Gaming, which right now, I think Corey was sitting out, so it's Zulon, Tyrant, and Eslivy against Toast, Min Woong, and Fade. And this match was going a little bit crazy. The gem grab set was incredibly close. Tribe was able to take it 2-1. In Sneaky Fields, Chazmac, like, hard outdrafted Tribe. And, like, they banned some Rosa counters and took Rosa. And they just ran it down and got it, like, a really quick 2-0. So we're going to look at Layer Cake in this third game here. And we'll just see what happens. All right, so hopping on into the draft here. Chazmac going to ban Piper, Jean, and Eve. Obviously, really good first picks on this map. Tribe going to ban Tick, Grom, and Ashe on the other side. The Ashe to try to avoid some of that more aggro, as they, I'm assuming, did plan on taking Sprout. So they insta-pick Sprout. Minwoong and Toast on the other side, going to take some very aggressive brawlers in Max and Leon. So obviously they're trying to plan out this aggressive comp against Tribe. Tribe, not sure really what they wanted to go for here. I'm assuming they're going for a more control type comp. They are going to take Rico, which isn't like the most control-y brawler, but it does kind of lock down an aggressive lane, because on this map, the corridors are pretty tight together. So Rico can be a really good pick on this map if he's not countered by like a Tick or a Sprout. And obviously Tick banned, Grom banned, Sprout already taken. So, you know, the Rico pick kind of, I'm assuming an answer to the Leon pick. Max, they need sort of an answer to the Max, which I don't necessarily agree with like a B into it. Honestly, I think Tribe wins this draft. It's not like so simple, because yeah, they do end up taking the Mortis into this, which Mortis is an insane counter pick. But honestly, I don't think it's so simple. Like, obviously this map, like I said, it has tight corridors. They have B and Sprout, which are very long range, kind of to stay back and away from the Mortis, like the aggro comp. The Rico and Sprout can hit around and over walls, respectively. So, yeah, I do think Chazmac definitely had the comp here. Going into this first game, we're going to see how it goes for them. Tyrant kind of hitting right now, able to hit, I think, he has his fourth shot already, able to get his wall up, as Livy making really aggressive plays. So Chazmac was able to get the blue star, but them being so passive at the beginning, I think wasn't really the way to go with it. I think they really needed to almost just full send and try to get Tribe like backed up into their spawn. Because with Tribe set up here, it's really hard for Toast to get out of spawn. Zulon able to get his 3K shots and just kind of wait. You can kind of see it. Whenever Zulon gets his 3K, he'll kind of just hold it and wait for Mortis, because, you know, Mortis into a 3K B shot, like, Mortis is good, but, you know, if he gets hit by a 3K, it's really difficult for him to do anything. But I think Chazmac here could definitely still make something happen. For sure, I think that if they played it more aggressively at the beginning, they could charge their supers, kind of build up their momentum going into the second half. Like, if they all use like supers together, then it would have probably been a way different story in this game. As Livy just popping off over here, just locking it down. Tyrant able to throw his shots in the middle, able to just keep the Max away. Like, Toast not having anywhere to go, they really couldn't push forward when it got to the second half of that game. Once Tribe got like the big advantage, it was really hard for Chazmac to push into them, because they had all their supers, they were set up, they figured it all out, and they just didn't have enough time to do anything. So, second game here, We're going to see if Chazmac is able to switch up what they do at the beginning. They didn't go for the blue star this time. So Toast was playing it a little bit passive, but he is able to get the blue star. And again, they're playing it very passive. Zulon's able to hit some taps. And that's the thing, is that they have a very aggressive comp, but the reason an aggressive comp would counter Tribe here is because that pressure is like way too much for them to like handle. Right now, it feels like, to me anyway, that Chazmac is just letting Tribe get like set up on their positions. Like, as Livy up on that left side, he can kind of stop Minwoong from making any progress. Zulon in the middle covering Tyrant to stop any aggro from going after him. And then Tyrant just sets up on walls, and it's very difficult for Chazmac to do anything if they're not actively pushing forward. So you can see they're trying to kind of just hide here and wait for their moment, but it's really not that simple. They do still have the lead though, so you know, it's still definitely looking good for Chazmac here. But the fact that they don't really have any supers, I don't think Minwoong or Toast has gotten a super in the past 2 games. Very difficult for them to deal with, and now Tribe is going to take the last little bit of time to push forward. Nothing they can really do because now Tribe is again set up like way into their spawn, and their aggressive comp just isn't meant to hold. It's meant to just like go. So Tribe is able to get the lead, and they have to try to push in. Minwoong finally gets a super, but it's not going to be enough. Too little, too late. And Tribe is going to take that game. So really well played to Tribe there. Obviously Chazmac was playing like really well up until this game. Like their drafts were crazy. Their gameplay in Gem Grab and Brawl Ball were like insanely well played. A good old fade here. But yeah, so Tribe able to get the 2-1 victory over Chazmac. Again, really well played to both teams. We're gonna hop right into the next round. All right, guys, so starting off the semifinals, we have Stamina facing Nando Lovers. The first set was decently close in Hot Zone on Dueling Beetles. Nando Lovers ended up taking it. I think I think Stamina's draft could have been a bit better. I don't remember too much what happened in Heist. In Bounty, Shooting Star, one of Stamina's best maps. They were able to get a lot going for them there. So trying to pick up some steam going into the 4th set, which is Hard Rock Mine. And I'll just skip forward here toward the draft. All right, so Stamina has first pick. They ban Leon, 8-Bit, and Spike. And Nando Lovers bans Byron, Squeak, and Eve, which are insanely good first picks here. So really understandable why they banned all those brawlers. I don't know if Tribe was just... Why do I keep saying Tribe, bro? If Stamina bans Leon, 8-Bit, and Spike, I'm assuming they just didn't want to play any of those brawlers. Like, I don't know if they were necessarily afraid of any of those. I don't necessarily know if they were also trying to prevent any counters, but Ruff's obviously an insane pick right now, especially in competitive. If you're going with randoms, not as much, but in competitive, Ruff's is an insane brawler because your team just knows how to stay alive more. Nando gonna pick the Rico, obviously a staple on Hard Rock. It's a very good pick. Very difficult to lane against unless you just have a full designated plan for it. And Angel U going to pick the Bell. Stamina banning 8-Bit. So, I mean, like, Bell would have hard countered 8-Bit anyway. So, maybe they just didn't want to deal with that. Like, I don't know what kind of 8-Bit comp. Maybe like a Stew 8-Bit kind of wombo combo with the speed gadget. Maybe they didn't want to face something like that. I'm not too sure. Spike is, you know, curveball Spike can just hit shots from anywhere on the map. It's very difficult to deal with. Bazaar is going to elect to go Piper, which I definitely agree with the Piper pick. I think that it's really good against Bell and Rico. So, and it can break up some walls if really necessary. If Piper can hit some shots and Rico ends up getting close, you can break your own walls, like on like right here on the map. Piper can just like go forward and break the walls up. So then they also got the stew, which honestly, I think I was like, when I was streaming, I was hoping they picked Mr. P, because I would have been very afraid of Mr. P into this comp. And Nando actually ended up taking Mr. P, and it's such a good, like, I think Mr. P is the most underrated brawler right now, because it counters so many good brawlers in the meta. Like, the porters can just get you so much, like, pressure forward if you play around it. But yeah, I think Nando has draft here. I think the Rico's very difficult to deal with. Czar also has the speed gadget from Stu. I think it might have been an easier matchup if he went the wall break gadget. He could have broke the walls near himself, making it harder for Rico to get like pushed up on him. Obviously, Rico's not doing a ton right now, but I think it's easier to go aggro if that lane over there turns from 2x2 lanes to one like 6 tile wide gap. I think it's a lot easier for Czar to dodge shots in the open. But Stamina does have a lot of gems right now. Bobby picking up the 7th, hitting some really good shots here, but the chickens are down for Angel U over there. OG able to get a trade over on the left. Oh yeah, we sometimes call porters chickens. Don't worry about that. It's all good, fine. Bobby is tagged up by the bell right now. Czar tries to go in and grab the last 2, but he's not able to get out. OG finally does break the right side wall, which, if you want that wall broken, I don't necessarily see them getting a lot of value from the Stew gadget, but maybe they had something else in mind. Maybe he forgot to change gadgets. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I didn't ask him. Bobby, I think, could grab this gem here. All right, he's able to grab the 9th gem. OG trying to do what he can against the Penguin over on that side. Penguin is going to gadget up a big porter. Angel U able to get that kill over there, so really good shots here. And the Penguins are just so difficult to deal with. Stu has to take 2 shots to kill him. Piper's very, like, it takes so many shots from a Piper, especially up close. Like, if the porters are in this aggro position, and then Bobby's unfortunately gonna fall to a porter there, but it was very difficult for him to get out of that. The Rico had super. He was lining him up. I mean, he definitely should have jumped out, but this game, definitely well played from Nando lovers. The Mr. P able to get a lot of pressure going forward. Nando locking down his lane as well. Togi, you know, doesn't have the best matchup in the middle, but you know, he was able to do what he could against the Bobby Piper. Obviously a big threat, so he's playing it as safe as possible, waiting for his lanes to move forward and kind of just, you know, play it passive, wait for his moment to go grab his gems on his side. So, you know, into the second game here, not really any change in game plan here. I guess Stamina thought that they just misplayed something, and that if they ran it back the same way, like, something would go better for them, I suppose. So, Togi dodging a lot of shots here in the middle. He's able to get the kill on Czar, so really good shots from Togi, good movement. Angel U taking out OG on that left lane. He's kind of just, the Penguin is just dominant right now. Nando able to get into that aggro position on the right side, and they're able to get Bobby out in the open. So yeah, this one is just a really well played from Nando lovers here. They're just like full dominating control of the map, but OG is able to get that kill on the Penguin on the left side. But Nando just goes in and pops off, able to get Czar, tries to like hold off Stamina's push as much as possible. OG able to get the kill on Togi in the middle. They're trying to move forward and like try to pick up some of those gems that he dropped, but you know, Nando just not letting it happen. That full aggro position Rico, it's just really hard to deal with. They don't really have anything for it. Like I said, maybe if they had the wall break gadget from Czar, like they might have been able to get him out of spawn quicker. But man, it was just so well played from Nando lovers. I know that one hurts for stamina, but you know, like Nando lovers played so well, and after they upset Obey in the first round, like they're just playing out of their minds this tournament. So yeah, we're gonna hop right into the next round. GG's to everyone there. So after Nando lovers was able to secure their spot in the finals, Tribe Gaming went on to defeat Vatra 3-1 in their semifinals match. So I'm going to take you right into the finals game and show you the last set to see who won. So here it is, guys. The last set of the finals. Tribe Gaming up 2-0. You know, not really trying to keep it a secret, I suppose, of who won. But Tribe Gaming able to take, I believe it was Brawl Ball and Knockout. So here it is, set 3, Crystal Arcade. And let's walk through the draft once again. Crow, Piper, and Ash banned from the side of Tribe Gaming. Not really, I don't think they have anybody that likes to play Ash too much. Crow, obviously a really good pick on majority of maps. His slow is really tough to deal with. If you have a team that's like working around it, it's really tough to like stay alive after you get slowed for 5 seconds. So they take the roughs, which is just good everywhere. It's good into every comp, really versatile around. So that's a pretty solid first pick, especially with Byron, Squeak, Eve being banned. Like those are a lot of the go-to picks right now. But all of them banned, roughs, not a bad choice. Nando and Togi gonna take Ems and Gene. Gene is like a really just solid mid. Like he can turn the tide of a game. He can help out with the lanes, hit a bunch of chip shots from really long range. Ems is really... I don't know if Ems is slept on. It's not slept on at high level. I think it's slept on at a lower level because you really need the level 3 speed gear with Ems to have her just like unleash her full potential. Like with that, without the speed gear, I think Ems is just like an average brawler. But once she gets into a map like this, where I mean, you can see the lanes on either side. There's a lot of grass. If Ems can just run it down, then it's really difficult to deal with. Tyrant and as Livy going to take Sandy and Lola, which, I mean, Sandy and the Ems is a little bit like, I don't know why you would want that. I don't even know who, when I was watching this, I had no idea who they were even going to run mid. I was assuming Lola. Angel Yu going to take the Gale, which Gale doesn't really counter anything here necessarily. Gale is just like a really solid pick. And Nando Lovers just has a really solid comp all around. It's really difficult to just hard counter. So, you know, they just take another solid brawler. And I guess they're just going to see what they can do with it. Tribe doesn't have, like, a very standard comp either. So it's really tough to just say, like, what you should do against it or what you should have drafted against it. Because you don't know how they were really going to play this. Nando on the right side going to be getting into the grass as fast as possible to try to just run down his lane. And you can see Ems is just like running it down over there. It's really tough to deal with in the grass. Like you can see it just comes out of the grass so fast. Really difficult to deal with. Angel Yu just trying to get his super, trying to make something happen over on the left. Togi trying to do what he can to help Angel Yu. Zulon and Tyrant did a really good job of securing that left lane at the beginning. Togi gonna airball a pull over there. So, you know, I think he was close enough to auto-aim that. I'm not gonna lie, maybe not. But, you know, he misses the pull regardless. But they are up 6-2 right now. So, you know, not a bad spot to be in, if you ask me. Unfortunately, he does not have the knockback gadget for Gene. So he couldn't knock back Tyrant there. And Tyrant's able to get away with a lot of the gems. He goes down, but his teammates just grab the gems behind him. Angel Yu not able to make anything happen. Leaves as Livy at 260 HP. And Tyrant's going to sneak in and grab the last couple gems they need. So They do have M Super and Gene Super, so it's definitely anybody's game here. They have them all the way backed into spawn, and Angel U actually able to get the kill. Togi gonna miss a pull, but it's not really gonna matter as Tyrant is very low on HP. He can't get aggro enough over there. Nando gonna pick up some gems just so Togi can also fall if necessary. They're gonna be backing up here. I don't think Tribe has enough time to do anything here, and the game is going to end. So they do take game 1 there. Really well played from Nando lovers to realize that they had the ability to just push forward there. They had all their supers, Gale Super along with Gene Super. If you get backed into your spawn too quick, it can be a disaster. So Tribe Gaming, you know, had to back up too fast. They weren't able to keep their position in the middle and then kind of back up with the clock. So, you know, really good on Nando lovers to take advantage of that. Going into this next game, Nando's going to switch lanes, probably expecting Tribe to also switch lanes, try to, like, you know, big brain it kind of, get their matchups that they want. As Livy just going to immediately break the entire right side, so Ems can't get into that, like, speed gear position that she really wants to get into. As Livy trying to just lock it down over there, make sure that Ems can't get any movement forward. Tyrant on the left, trying to just keep Angel U in check. You know, gonna be feeding his super as much as he can. Zulon going to get a good gadget out there, making it so Gene can't really move forward. And with the Lola Ego being in front of him, he's not too worried about getting pulled here, so they have to take that down first. And before he gets taken down, he can be really aggro while his Ego's in front of him. Gene almost hits the max range pull. If he hits that, maybe Nando's able to capitalize on it, even if he goes down. But this one was just a really clean game from Tribe. They got the matchups they wanted on lanes. As Livy was able to get a quick super and take out the grass patch on the right, they kind of prevented Ems from doing anything that she wanted to on lane. Maybe they should have just all rotated to the left and kind of played it sideways. I've seen that happen a lot on this map in my own games and in competitive games, where if you can't move up a lane, if like someone just has it locked down, a really good idea is to just move your whole team over to the left and or right, whichever you have more control of, and kind of just play it sideways type of deal, where you can still play with your team, but you don't have to get too aggro. So here they have Nando in a good spot up here. He's able to move up. Togi gonna be getting some good chip shots, trying to feed his pull as fast as possible. But, you know, it's not easy. Tribe has a lot of really hard-hitting brawlers. You don't think of Ruffs as a hard-hitting brawler, but when he's powered up, if he's got a damage gear on, like, he can hit you for the upwards of 2,000, which, you know, that's quite a bit of damage that you're taking. So you definitely don't want to feed him super. As Livy going to break the wall again, so really well played there. I think Togi just hit a pull. I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, they do have that 3v2 going. Nando is really set up in good position on that left side. Angel U is able to get the kill on his Livy over there, so they're in a really good spot here. But Zulon with that gadget able to take out Togi, and that loses them a lot of control in the mid. So I think they got a little too ambitious there. They could have just played it like slower, kind of just like slowly increased their positioning moving forward. I think Angel U maybe should have just like went to the right lane, like in the open. I would prefer Gale into a Sandy on the open lane over there, which is kind of what was going on. Zulon able to get another gadget down in the middle. Again, really hard to take out. The Lola gadget can be just a nuisance to deal with. Angel U gets a really good kill on Tyrant here, so they are getting a lot more control of the map. It's going to be tied 8-8, but they cannot do anything about Nando on that left side, which is why, like I said, if you want to play this map sideways, you can see Tribe's kind of going to be moving off to the right. Maybe send Tyrant up toward the right side, but Togi going to hit another good pull. And they started to back up Nando lovers, but they're not able to quite do it. Angel U going to have 9 gems. Togi got 1. Zulon has all 10 on their side, so a really even game here. Nando is going to fall on Ems. They're trying to get back position. Togi hits another good pull on Tyrant. Zulon trying to make his way up to these last 2 gems in the middle, but he's gonna be way too low on HP to move up. Angel tries to move him off and grab the last 2 gems, which I don't hate that aggro play. Like, if you look at it again, like, they have a lot of positioning here, but then Zulon gets the clone out. I think Togi goes down, and it's a 1v3. Like, even if he stayed alive there wasn't a lot he could do, so I don't mind that aggro Gale play. If it works, then they win the set. Unfortunately, he is going to fall and throw up the crying Gale emote. So, yeah, that's it for Tribe Gaming. Really well played across the board from them. Just all 3 matches they had, really dominant. The Mother's Day stuff from Zulon. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. All good there. Well played from Tribe. Again, if you guys, I'm just gonna pause this. Hold on. If you guys did like this style of video, please feel free to let me know. I'm happy to do stuff like this all the time, like going over games, this kind of, you know, I enjoy doing this type of like coaching analysis type thing. So yeah, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you again next time. And yeah, peace, dudes.